Hello everyone, my name is Angelica and welcome to my channel. I still haven't got my Christmas tree up, but my ornaments are ready. And in today's video, I will be showing you how to create 3 of them. Each one is made out of different product and also in different style. When it comes to Christmas tree ornaments, I love looking at Anthropology website and get some inspirations. The holidays decorations are always so unique and funky. So if you want to create your own ornaments this year, I hope you find some ideas in this video. And before I start with my first project, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We just hit 20,000 subscribers and I want to thank you all for your continued support and lovely comments. And by clicking this like button, you help me to reach like-minded people. And with that all being said, let's get right into the first project. I drew my letter by myself, but you can always print it if that's easier for you. I'm going with white felt fabric. I've got some leftovers from previous projects, but they are big enough for this ornament. I take my letter template, place it on top of the fabric and trace around its edges. Then using scissors I cut the shape out and all together I will need 2 felt letters. I drew the design on the template. You can always draw it straight on the fabric, but if you change your mind it might be quite hard to remove it. I take 1 letter which I will embroider my design on and the other one I put on the side. I keep my sketch close so I can look at it and copy onto the fabric. I'm not an expert in embroidery technique. There is plenty talented people on YouTube who are specialists in this field. So if you are a beginner, I recommend to check them out as well. In this tutorial, I will be showing few easy stitches which I know and you can also use if you would like to create this ornament. I start with creating small flowers on top of my letter. And to make them, I'm using woven wheel stitch. I sew 5 straight lines in shape of star. It can be more as long as the number of lines is odd. Then I start waving. I take my needle above and under the spoke and again above and under. Don't pull needle through the fabric, it's all happening on top of it. I keep going around till I cover all the lines. To make leaves, I sketch them first on fabric. It will help me to keep them in the right shape. This stitch is called fishbone stitch. Bring the needle up from the back and go straight down a little bit. Then bring it up again, but going to the right of the previous stitch and bring it down straight below the first stitch. Go to the left side of the leaf, bring it up and then back down below the previous one. I repeat the process covering the whole leaf and following the lines. I want this letter to be almost fully covered in different stitches and colors. It is quite time-consuming project, especially if you don't have a lot of practice with embroidery like me. But the result pays off the time you spend on it, and to be honest, it's quite a relaxing thing to do. It also creates unique gift idea for Christmas. I continue filling the space up by adding more and more details on it. Once I'm happy with the design, I can finally attach the back of my letter. I want it to be more like a 3D ornament, not just flat piece of fabric. And to connect 2 parts together, I'm using a blanket stitch, which looks really good and also adds extra pattern. To be able to hang it on the tree, I sew loop string to the inside of my letter. Make sure it's long enough and stays secured in one place, as it will be hard to fix it or add another one later on. To give this ornament puffed look, I stuff it with some filling from the pillow. And then continue with the blanket stitch all around the letter. When I saw this ornament from Anthropology, I found it so funny and different that I decided to recreate it. And what other material can be better to copy the ceramic look than polymer clay? I take a piece of this clay and start rolling it between my hands and on the table. And once I have achieved the right thickness, I start wrapping it into the shape of pretzel. To make sure that all parts are sticking to each other, I simply tap it slightly. This ornament can be also done by using air dry clay. I cut small piece of wire. I fold it and twist two ends together. Even that this ornament is small, it's still quite heavy, so you have to make sure the wire stays inside the clay secured. And then I turn it and push it inside. I place it on the baking tray with baking paper on and make the last changes to the shape. This will be the final look of each pretzel, as you can't change anything once it's baked. I turn my oven to 110 Celsius degrees and bake it for 30 minutes, but always follow the recommendations from your clay. Once they have cooled down, I take sanding block and sand some of the dirt bits and fingerprints off. And last step is to create the topping for your pretzel. If you want to give it a bit more shiny look, apply gloss Mod Podge over it. These honeycomb paper ornaments and Christmas decorations are so popular this year. You can even find them in high street shops and big retailers. And because I like creating trendy decor on a budget, I've decided to make them. I've printed the shape of the bauble I want and then glue it on the cardboard so the template is just harder and it will be easy to trace around it. I will be using brown craft paper. Because I will have to cut out over 20 same shapes, I've decided to slightly cut the corners. I fold bigger piece of paper in a few places and then draw the shape on top of it. It's no ideal solution, but if you do it right, it saves you plenty of time by cutting few shapes out at the same time. The amount of paper shapes depends on how rich and full you want your ornament to be. I've got 23 shapes. Now I fold each one in half. Make sure to do it as straight and neat as you can. I open each piece and make small dot of glue on the most distant part and then glue it together. I do it to all of my pieces. Now I'm going to glue all folded pieces to each other. This time I make two small dots of glue, one on the top and one on the bottom. I hold it together for a few seconds, making sure the glue has cured. I put some glue along the edge and then stick a piece of string to it, creating the loop for hanging. I put last two drops of glue and connect first and last bits together, closing this beautiful bubble. For more ornaments and Christmas decor ideas, check out my playlist which contains all of my Christmas videos. I will leave the link to it down below, and like always, please let me know in the comment section which project was your favorite. Also, follow me on Instagram for more ideas and daily life updates. And for now, thank you so much for watching, your support, and I will see you in my next video.